What's going on, everyone? I am back today with a new video. Now the dust has finally settled on the Premier League season. The Champions League, Europa League, all of that is done, and we are heading into the World Cup in Russia pretty soon. And basically I just wanted to talk about Liverpool's performance this year. It was a good season. It was a good way to build momentum on the next year. There's obviously the small amount of the Champions League final that we contested. It went badly, as many people would have seen from the result. I think it was an unfair result. It should never have been 3-1. Did Liverpool deserve to win? No, certainly not. Not based on how they played in the final. First 20 minutes when Salah's on the pitch, Liverpool looked threatening, looked like they could do something, and then obviously Salah gets taken out of the game by Ramos. And now, regardless of whether you like Liverpool, don't like Liverpool, you know that Ramos was going to always do something like that in the game. He was always going to try and injure Salah or do something to try and put him off his game. Now, I personally myself didn't think it was going to be as early as it was. No matter who you are, to see a player as good as Mo Salah's carried Liverpool a lot. A lot of people say, well, obviously we had Firmino and Man who played pretty well and scored a lot of goals. Salah pretty much was Liverpool's focal point for the season, and that was evident by the amount of goals he scored. And to see him go off in tears was very hard to watch. Karius, what can I say? It was outrageous. It should never have happened. The first goal, I don't know whether he saw Benzema out the corner of his eye at all. Did he even see him? Who knows? Only Karius knows himself. Credit to Benzema. He was there in the right place at the right time and anticipated it. He's a world-class striker. But obviously, as a Liverpool supporter, keeper should never in a million years be doing something like that. So that's 1-0. Then Bale scores, and it's one of the best goals I've ever seen, ever. And I just applaud the man for even attempting it, let alone finishing it off. The overhead kick was immaculate. And again, regards to that, if Liverpool lose 2-1 and lose because of Bale's overhead kick, fair enough. It's all good, fine and dandy. Lost to an absolute worldie, it happened. Then the matter of the second Bale goal. Now, every keeper knows, as a young kid, you always like your hands perfectly behind the ball in that shape, and you capture. But Karius, it was a bit of a calamity. Now, I personally believe if he doesn't make the Benzema mistake, then the Bale goal doesn't happen, and he just catches it. What made me very proud on that night was a lot of the season Liverpool took a lot of stick, rightly so, for our defence. And Liverpool did one of the best teams in the world, third Champions League final in a row, going for 3 Champions League. And our defence took a lot of stick this year, and our defence on that night was absolutely solid. Couldn't fault them. They weren't at any fault for the goals. It was 2 goalkeeping mistakes and a worldie. So our defence that night were spectacular. I personally went to watch it in Anfield. It was a great experience, and if I could, I'd do it all over again regardless of the result. I would. It was a great night. But obviously it came out, and we supposedly found out that Karius was concussed from a incident again involving Sergio Ramos, which is no surprise. It's just the type of player Ramos is. He'll win at all costs. There's nothing classy about it. It's just who he is and how he is, and that's not going to change. Ramos does connect with Karius, and how he gets away with it, I do not know. because it's always the feeling that if it's anyone else, if they get found out and they get sent off, games change. But it didn't, and it was said that Karius had a concussion because of it. To bring that out, 2 weeks later, whether he's trying to use it as an excuse or to try and make people feel sorry for him, I don't know. But, I've said this to many people, it's not going to make a difference. Nothing changes after this coming out. Liverpool still lost the final, still went down 3-1. Karius still made the mistakes. Okay, if he was concussed, he should have said something. Shouldn't have stayed in goal. I can understand why you'd want to stay in goal in that situation. It's a Champions League final. It's a big stage. You want to be there. As for his season on the whole, look, I mean, any Liverpool supporter would say this. If someone went, "We're going to make it to a Champions League final this year," we would have been so happy and so made up, and we did. We made it there, and it was eventful, but an unbelievable journey. The Premier League, it was just like same old in the Premier League. There's a lot of games Liverpool should have won that didn't win. For instance, at West Brom, Liverpool were 2-0 up. What did you do? Concede 2 and end up drawing it. As for our defence, Trent Alexander-Arnold has been unbelievable. An unbelievable story too. I've played in the Champions League final at the age of 19 and now going to a World Cup. He got his first cap the other day at Ellen Road for England. It's remarkable. He had a good season, he was solid. I think in the Champions League final he didn't do much. Didn't really see much of him. Credit where credit's due, he's done his best. Andy Robertson has been an absolute standout performer no matter when he's played for Liverpool this season. I've been so impressed by him. Cracking little player, and defensively quite well. He defends very well, defends situations well, and attacking wise, he's given us a different option. As for our centre backs, Lovren and Van Dijk in the final were immaculate. The pair of them done some great last ditch challenges. Van Dijk's improved our defence a lot since he's come in, and it's pretty evident from how much of a leader he looks on the pitch. Lovren, I'm still not convinced about Dejan. He's had good games, but then he has them bad games, and it's like you never know what you're going to get when he plays. Henderson shouldn't be a captain, shouldn't be a leader of the club, but somehow he is. I've never liked Henderson, I've never rated him as a player. In the final, he was non-existent at all. Genie is Genie. You know what you're going to get when Genie's there. Again in the final, non-existent, but overall this season's been quite good for Genie. Milner, honestly, I love James Milner. He's a 100% professional. Always gives everything he can for the team. Firmino, again, a solid season from Bobby. Scored over 20 goals. You just everyone loves Firmino. He works hard for the team. Mane, again, difficult start to the season, but picked it up. He played very well. Notched in with plenty of goals as well. I'm happy to see him play for us. Whether he's still there next season after the summer, I don't know. We'll see. I personally think he will, but I know there's a couple of rumours. And then obviously there's the main man, Mo Salah. Again, I've run out of things to describe Mo Salah. The Egyptian king, literally. The king of Liverpool, if he wants, because the man is unbelievable. I've never seen anyone light up Liverpool and light up the Premier League since maybe Suarez. The only worrying thing is Mo Salah has had one of the best seasons anyone could ever have, and again, I'm happy that he's playing for Liverpool. I'm not against us. It's amazing to know that he's our player. But my worrying thing is then, can he replicate it for next season and do it 2 years in a row? That's the only thing. I think, like I said, Liverpool need a new goalkeeper. Certainly a new goalkeeper. A new centre back would be good. Obviously we got Fabinho in midfield. There's talk of Fekir. as a cam kind of player, number 10. If that deal goes through, that could be very, very good for the club and interesting going forward. I certainly do think they need a striker, someone who will score a goal, knows where the goal is and will find it. If Liverpool do the right kind of transfers in the right places, then there's no reason Liverpool can't be up there challenging for the league against City, and there's certainly no reason why Liverpool can't be reaching the knockout stages of the Champions League again. Whether we get some silverware, I think there's some silverware there for us next year to pick up if we want to. But yeah, this is just a quick overview of the season that we had this year for Liverpool. It was good, it was fun. The Champions League journey was certainly fun and I enjoyed every minute of it. I certainly enjoyed the final, even though the end result wasn't great. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you all soon. Peace!